Hello, everybody. This is Joel Athy with the Athy team, Keller Williams, associate broker and team lead for the team. And I've been in real estate now for about 17 years, and this is something that's really been on my mind and it's been on my heart. And I just want to share some information with you guys today. And I'm just going to really make it as simple as possible. And I just want to just tell you the difference between rental and home ownership. And and for some of you, it's going to make some sense. It's going to be like, this is something I would like to do, I'd like to pursue. And if it's not for you, that's okay. But the main thing is I want to share this information with you as far as how it can benefit you, how it can change your life, how it can help you to build wealth going from rental to home ownership. So let's get right into it, okay? So right now on the market, we have a rental. The home is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's in the South Fulton area, and that home is being rented right now for $1,500. Okay, $1,500. So it's on the market for rental, $1,500. And I know you guys, if you're renting, rental can be tough. I mean, think about it. You're paying $50 to $100 in application fees, hoping that they're going to say that you're a good candidate. Because on this particular property, we put on the market just for a couple of days. We got over 100 people who inquired about the home. We had about 8 people that went out and looked at it, and then we got 6 applications. So rental's extremely tough to be able to compete. Now, but let's think about this too. That same home, we were gonna put that home on the market for $175. They're gonna put the home on the market for $175,000. Now, this is the purchase price that we're gonna put the house on the market for. Purchase price. Now, in your mind, you're saying, okay, it's on the market for $175,000. Now, in mortgage, that means that's gonna be about $1,100 in mortgage. That's gonna be your principal, your interest, your taxes, your insurance. All that's gonna be included. And the cost of that for you for a mortgage insurance is $1,100. It's a little less than $1,100, but we're gonna keep it nice and even. So $1,100 to purchase that same house that everybody wants to rent. Okay? Now what's the difference? That's $400 every month. $400 a month. That's how much savings that you get to put back in your pocket to do things for your children, to do things for your business, to do things for investments. That's $400. Now, 400 times 12, that's about $4,800. Okay? So we're just gonna round it up to 5K, okay? 5K. Every year, you can save 500,000, 5K, put that back into your pocket to do things like, once again, your children, investments, your business. Now, let's think about this. You stay in this house for 5 years, okay? 5 years. 5 years. Okay? Now, 5 times 5 is what? 25,000. So you're gonna save 25K over 5 years going from renter to homeowner. So this is rental and this is home ownership. You're gonna save $400 a month, $5,000 for the year. Over 5 years, you stay in a house. Just like you're gonna live here for 5 years, 5,000 is 25 is you're not gonna make any money. But you stay here as homeowner, 5 years, 25K back into your pocket. Now, let's look at it like this. Right now, see, the great thing about home ownership is when you make your payments, you're making payments towards your principal. So your principal is actually going down. Now, when you're in a rental, typically, does the landlord say to you, hey, we're gonna reduce the rent, or do they say they're gonna increase it? Yeah, most likely they're gonna increase the rent. But here, your principal, you're paying on your home, and the principal goes down. So what you owe on the house, you initially purchased it for $175, but now in about 5 years, you're gonna owe somewhere maybe around $160. So you owe $160K. Now, you're looking to sell your house, and your house should appreciate, and we're gonna be very modest, we're gonna say about 3-4%, And let's say your house now, instead of it being worth 175, now is worth 200. Okay? 200K. What's the difference between 160 and 200K? You pay off your mortgage, you're looking at about $40,000. So you got 40K in what we call equity. This is equity. How much you owe versus how much the home is worth. So that difference here in this example is about 40K. So instead of you leave this house, you leave the rental in 5 years, you're hoping you're gonna get your security deposit back. Am I right? Now, but when you own your own home, now you're in an ability to tap into your equity. So now you're looking at a possible 40K. You've already saved 25K. So 25 and 40, that's right there. That's a savings for the most part, 65K over 5 years being a homeowner versus a renter. Now, some of us stay in our home 10 years. We stay at a rental property for 10 years. So let's think about this. Now, 10 years being in a home, and what's that? 5K that we're saving every year. 5 times 10 is what? Now it's 50K. We didn't save real dollars, 50K back into our pockets, being a homeowner versus a renter. Okay? Now we know we owe somewhere around 140. Because we continue. Every time we're making those mortgage payments, we're bringing that principal down more and more and more. So now we owe somewhere around 140, and we're gonna still say, once again, modest appreciation, that it goes up, your home is now worth 225. Now, what's the difference between 140 and 225? 85K. 85K. So, let's think about this. As a homeowner, 5 years we're in the house, we're gonna say 25,000 because it's the difference between a rental and a purchase in a house is lower than rent. So that's why we wanna be a homeowner. So we're saving $400 a month, $5,000, about $5,000 for the year. That's 25K. And then now we want to move out of the house. Now we've got some equity we can tap into, which is about 40 in this example right here. So we're talking about a difference of 65K. And then here we're talking about a difference of 50 plus 85. What's that? 135K. So here you can see how being a homeowner can be very beneficial than being a renter. In a renter, this is what you're doing. Same thing here. As a homeowner, you're bringing the principal down. When you're helping the landlord doing a rental, that's what you're doing. The same thing. You're helping them to bring their principal down. So one day they're going to own a house scot-free and clear. That same home may be 30 years from now worth $300,000. But let's keep it simple. Once again, it's real. This 5 years, you're looking at 25K, and then also tap into your equity. Once again, your equity, you can use that to purchase you want to buy a bigger house, you can use the equity, that money is a down payment, and then you can use the rest of it for your children, for your business, for stocks, bonds, just building wealth. This is America. This is how we build wealth in America, through home ownership. And this is something that we're doing anyway. We're all living in our house. It just depends on how we're paying for it. Are we doing it through rental, or are we doing it through owning the home ourselves? And I'm gonna tell you, if this makes sense to you, give us a call. We'll be happy to give you a consultation. And if it makes sense to you, and you want to use another realtor, you find a realtor, but put yourself in a situation where you can go from rental to home ownership. And I know some of you are probably thinking, my credit's not that good, I don't have any down payment. But we can connect you with people that can help you through that process and help you get your credit up, help you. And then they also have programs that can help you as far as with the down payment. Don't let that limit you. There are ways to get this done. And we are here at the Athlete Team. We'll be happy to help you, give you a consultation, and figure out what's best for you, because everybody's different. And if this makes sense to you that, wow, being a homeowner, I'm gonna save money right off the bat, instead of renting versus being a homeowner, I'm going to just save money every month. And then I have the ability to start really building wealth. As my house grows up in appreciation, then I've got that equity. So here you can really see it. 10 years, you're talking about 50K, and you now you have to worry about getting your security deposit back. And then here, you're talking about the equity that you can tap into, And we've seen our clients over the past, like I said, we're doing it 17 years, and having a client being able to sell their home, have a benefit of getting 70,000, 80,000, 100,000, and being able to take that and help to build either their kids going to school or a new home. This is what it's all about, folks. Hopefully this is simple and you can understand it. And if you got any questions, call us. If you have any desires when you want to go from rental to home ownership, call us. We're here for you, the Affy team at gmail.com. Telephone numbers below. And I'm gonna tell you something, now once you get into the point where you start tapping in, when you can tap into your equity and take out an equity line, and then you can start purchasing homes yourself, investment properties. You can start putting yourself in a position as a landlord and do what they do. That's a whole nother series. Craig Scott with our team, the Affy team, buyer's agent, he can break it down for you and teach you how to become an investor. But that's another story. Let's get you started first. Let's get you from rental to home ownership. And let's get it done for you today. Give us a call. Look forward to seeing you. I want you to be blessed and stay safe.